when you look at it biblically, submission is power. We came out of them. We came out of the men. And when you look through scripture, I can take you through many scriptures, we see that God has given us power as women, not only over our husbands, but over our children, over the earth, over the ground, because he blessed our hands that everything we touch shall bring forth fruit. We have the power over our husbands, where the Bible, it's in Proverbs 14, verses 1, where it says that a wise woman buildeth her house, and a foolish woman pulls it down herself. So all of that is power. So I wouldn't say that submission is a weakness. No, submission is power. God saw that we had so much power, and he said, woman, submit. Yes. He saw that we had so much power, and he said, woman, submit. And in there we see a harnessed power. We see beauty. We see, I don't want to call it dangerous, but a woman has a lot of power to be and become anything that she'd want to become. I'll talk about, when you look at 1 Peter 3, verses 1 to, I think, about 12, it talks about how a woman should submit to her husband. And in there, the scripture talks about, even when you're unable to speak to him, when you're submitted a certain way, yes, he hears you. So now I'm just trying to give you different ways of what submission does in a family. There can't be two heads in a home. No.
That's true.
He was created to be head of a home, and you were created to be the helper. So I think it's very important to note that. But what you spoke about interpreting your husband's heart, that is a very, very, very interesting question, Pastor Portia. But when I think about it, I just would direct the viewers to James chapter 1, verses 19. It says, be slow to speak, but be quick to listen. I would say that if there is any way, or one of the ways that you would interpret or understand your husband, is listening to your husband. Sometimes as women, we carry preconceived ideas, presupposed understandings of what men are. But I would speak to a woman out there, allow your husband to lead you to understand him. Allow your husband to lead you into his world. We shouldn't have preconceived ideas. Now, those ideas come from friends, family, the things that we have read. And I believe there's so many men out there that would want the wives to hear them out or understand them a certain way. But because we carry a preconceived mind, a presupposed understanding of what men are and what they want, there's a lack of understanding. There's a lack of, he starts to feel like he's not understood. He starts to feel like he's not listened to. And from that, you see, he starts to repeat himself. So he's speaking, but you're not hearing. So it's important for us as women to listen. Listen to your husband. Allow him to communicate to you. But also, I would say, you learn to, and this is just not for marriage, but it's a principle I believe that works in business, in ministry, in friendships, in relationships. Seek to understand first before you're understood. Sometimes we are so quick to want to be understood, or to defend ourselves. So you don't understand what the other person, the other party is speaking about. You don't understand where they're coming from. So you sort of create a premature and inconclusive decision in your mind about what this person is talking about. But when you seek to understand and then you are understood, I think it creates a better place in marriage where you understand each other, you understand him, and he also understands you. Yes.
Wow.